for abortion.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Chunk, chunk.
Right. Right. Right.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
What's happening? Welcome. Welcome to the lab. God, it's been a while. What, 3 weeks? It's been a while. At least over this way. Good to see you guys. Thank you for being here. Click that like button on the way in if you would. Tonight's show is a particularly heavy type of show. I'm sure some of you have seen what we're going to talk about tonight, but I wanted to talk about it personally because it's important to me. And as somebody who has had the displeasure, and I mean that wholeheartedly, the displeasure of speaking with Stacey Wondra personally on a couple different occasions, none of them were enjoyable. None of them were, you know, he was just vomitous. His personality is of someone that I would avoid at all costs. And like I said, I think that this kind of what's going to be played is very important, just for everybody to realize what kind of lie has been told on behalf of Stacey. And, you know, I did. I received an invoice once. You know, Justin and I from Clutch Them Pearls, and shout out Justin and the Pearls that came over here, Lab Rats as well, and anybody that from any corner of this sector that decides to stop by and would like to be, I don't know, would like to participate in this. Please feel free, but we'll keep it as respectful as possible. I'm not so concerned about you keeping it respectful for Stacey, but you know, we are talking about a missing child and a mother who and family really that I've grown to care for. So we will go over a lot of that. Now, I saw I don't remember, it was like News Channel 4 or something. They were saying, you know, that there was a video uploaded to YouTube. And, you know, at first when this happened, I remember the night that it dropped, I was actually on Lab After Dark. My phone just started blowing up left and right between emails, text messages, direct messages, Facebook. I mean, it was, my phone got hot, you know, it was a bit of a sizzle going on there. And the situation was that I was familiar with body cam footage that I had never watched, but I was familiar that there was possibly floating out there somewhere, and had been for some time from what I understood. And what ended up happening was, Brandy just said that she was the one that did it. Michael Vaughan's mother. She said, I did it. And the reason I did it was she said that she was tired of waiting and she was fed up. And it's pretty hard to blame a mother. And I don't know anybody that does blame her. And if there are people that do blame her, you wouldn't want to trade places with her for not a day, an hour, a minute. I'm sure of that. And so I personally want to say good for you, Brandy, for fighting for Michael like a true mother would and should. I'm glad that people are with you. And I am as well. Always am. So let me just grab, before we get in, we're going to watch the body cam footage of this disgusting, and I'm telling you, I don't know how long I've talked to him. I think the interview that Justin and I did I think it was over an hour long, and it felt like a long time. Talking to this guy is like talking to a brick wall that lies. I mean, I don't know if you've ever experienced talking to a brick wall, but that's bad enough. But a brick wall that lies constantly, and that's what it was. That's really the basis of what we're talking about here, is that the lies were relentless. Absolutely relentless. Every step of the way, it was a lie. I mean, there was almost no truth to the way that he made what we're about to watch seem. None. Zero. Zilch. There was nothing about it. There's nothing about it that is correct the way that he portrayed it to us. And I asked him specifically, I said, have you told investigators anything that you haven't told the public? And he said, no. Well, that was a lie. He claims that, and I'll let you be the judge of that. He claims that he was borderline tortured. Lie. But I'll let you decide about that. Give me a second here. And also you have two people that are not in custody, that are suspects in this case, Adrian Lucian and Brandon Shurtliff. I've never heard Adrian speak. I've never heard him address this. I have heard Brandon. His story isn't any better and seems like just as much of a lie. And I believe now that this body cam footage is out, that Brandon probably wants to talk, but I'm sure he's being advised not to. And I'm not here to tell him what he should or shouldn't do. But what I would say is, before we get going here, and I'm not meaning this in a really mean way. It may come off that way, but let me just say this. None of your four lives, Stacey, Adrian, Brandon, Sara, none of your lives are more important than Michael's. You're not more valuable to society than Michael's. You guys are blown out, shot out, mid 30-year-old career criminals who had your chance, and you've messed up in a major way. And none of you none of your lives are more valuable. It's time. I mean, the gig is up. You belong in prison. Probably for many other things as well. And I can't wait for that day, to be honest, because you shouldn't even be thinking about freedom. The things that you're accused of, the things that Stacey confesses to, and we don't even know what Sara has said completely. I do know that it was a really big update it was a couple of years ago. There was a person of interest that they were looking at that was walking the neighborhoods really close to the time that Michael went missing. And there was a picture put out about him. It seemed like a man was kind of casing the neighborhood. And that person right there, I have every reason to believe, not just from my own thoughts, but others as well, including his, that is Brandon Shurtliff casing the neighborhood the afternoon that Michael Vaughan goes missing. That's him. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. If Brandon has a problem with me saying that, then what he should do is he should sue me. I would go ahead. You won't, because that's you. And that's what you told law enforcement. All right. As you case the neighborhood, it's like 200 degrees outside and you're just walking around aimlessly for no reason. Why? I don't know. I mean, I have an idea. It fits with the narrative. It fits with the time. This is you. This is what you told law enforcement, that is you. Why does it seem that every step of the way that you guys are placed in a timeline that fits with Michael going missing? You guys talk about how you searched. You didn't. Then you talked about how you didn't search. That's true. But at first it was like, oh, there's a kid missing. Let's go look. La, 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 la. None of that is true. That right there, my friends, is Brandon, a prime suspect. And I believe that this is one of the guys that physically put his hands on Michael. And I think Stacey talks about it. Now, I wouldn't take Stacey's word, hook, line, and sinker for everything. But you can guarantee that he was trying to be as honest as possible because he was trying to get a deal during this interrogation, as he calls it. It doesn't seem like an interrogation. It seems like a willful confession. That's what it seemed like to me. It seemed like he was ready to rat. God bless you. It didn't work out for you, because I believe what happened was that Michael's body was in the backyard where Stacey, frankly, he was adamant that he was. I think that they moved because they know that Stacey has loose lips and his enormous ass was in jail at the time. So they're like, well, you know what? We should probably just move Michael. I'm sure that they were less than loquacious about the way that they talked, but that is just me sort of speculating how that conversation went down. But if that's right, it was a voluntary confession. We'll see. And I will warn you that it is graphic. Yeah, he did. He wanted a deal. There was a deal. If it worked out, that, if Michael would have been in the backyard, like he said, and I believe that he was, I fully believe that he was, that he would have gotten a deal. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. But I digress. Anyway, and by the way, Brandon, good to see you, buddy. I know that you're out there. And that I don't know what Adrian's doing. I don't know if Adrian watches or not. I know Brandon does. I know Brandon is a grade A asshole as well. And I apologize. I get really frustrated because, it was just like less than a month ago that Brandy confronted Stacey on a show. Oh crap. Pacific Northwest Missing Persons, which is a great channel. If you guys could put that, if the mods could put that in the chat, that would be great. I'm a big fan of that show. Okay, so this is about an hour long. We're gonna play it. I will stop it, but if you want to watch it, I believe Justin Clutch Them Pearls has this on his channel in 2 parts. I think this one is, they got it from Justin's channel, but they spliced it together as an hour, close to an hour and 9 minutes. And so we will watch and react. And I will tell you that if you remember the conversation that that Justin and I had with Stacey, and I believe Brooks and others, Dolly, I can't remember he did the circuit. You know what I mean? He went around just like, hey, everybody, I'm innocent. And I even told him, I said, look, dude, I don't know how, where am I at here? Not that that's important. I remember just telling him though, I said, I don't know how this is going to bite you in the ass, but it's going to bite you in the ass. And here it comes right around. Jaws is snapping. Good for you. Like I said, I like my criminals dumb. Lucy in the Sky, thank you so much for that. It's very appreciated. And good to see you, by the way. And we got a bunch of new members and renewed members, and I will go through those here in a bit as well. So, let's see here. Yeah, it was pretty pathetic, to be honest with you. All right, here we go. I don't know when the sound is. When does the sound start? All right, here we go. All right, so here comes Sunshine. They say that a face only a mother can love. Holy hell.
How's it going, man? Something I heard you on. Good. Hey, I've been a patrol guy over here. Hey, we're just gotta get some formalities out of the way, so I'm gonna read this to you real quick, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer and want one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning. Okay. You have the right to interrupt the conversation and use these rights at any time. Okay. Do you understand these rights, as I told you? Yes, sir. Okay, Detective from PD, you know him? I've been talking to you a bit.
He looks like an extra in like the Viking shows on A&E. Like he's like one of the guys sitting around the fire, like whittling a stick.
They want to FaceTime you so you can give them a little more information on where this body's actually buried at, because I guess they're not finding him yet. Okay. Are you good with that? I mean, because I'm going to be. Okay.
What's your pin? And I'm going to give you a number so you can dial in there.
Did you get it all right?
Yeah. From the phone number? Video.
And I fully believe, by the way, that house that they were living in was nothing more than what I would consider a flop house. And I don't know if any of you are familiar with that term, but that to me is what this was. Nothing more than a flop house. That, you know, I don't know if there were drugs or alcohol. I can only imagine really what was going on in that house, but that's what I take it as. Trap house. Yeah, it's disgusting.
Takes like 6 times to load.
No, it doesn't. The machine's not very good.
No, they suck. You have to load it like 5 or 6 times.
I just turn that.
It's so that's funny. You know what? I actually forgot. I forgot that Chris talks to him here. I mean, I knew that he did, and I've heard bits of it. I haven't seen this whole
What time
thing.
is it?
I think it's about 2 o'clock. It's about 1:42.
So you're a deputy out in the field?
Yep.
I thought you worked in here.
Yep.
Wow, I didn't know you were a deputy out in the field already. I thought you said you were just a jailer.
He's going with me today.
Oh,
Yeah. I don't make it back here too much.
you can't add phone numbers.
You can't?
No. These are all numbers that I had previously dialed. You gotta add contacts. And you can only add email.
Okay. I'm gonna get an email. Take out my dad. I'm gonna get this set up.
He's gonna have to download the Visit Now app.
Okay.
It's called Getting On Visits.
Hey, you're gonna have to download an app so you can talk to him.
You can't just.
I mean, we can make this FaceTime happen over Ben's work phone, but the only thing is it would just be recorded on the podcast. What's the app called?
It's called Getting Out Visits. He's gonna have to go create an account and set up everything. It's not just an instant. Like, it's a long process. You might as well be better off just video shot on facing with the body cam, because it's gonna take him probably close to an hour to set up.
It's really odd how comfortable he is.
Okay, let me go grab Ben's work phone and we'll do it there.
And this is standard for him.
Alright, let me go grab Ben's work phone. I'll grab it.
That's not any of that I just told you. What's up, Marcos? Good to see you. Please share this out on every platform.
It's the key with the light on it. The white one, there you go.
He's so comfortable now. I don't think so. I don't think it's mean. He is currently incarcerated on unrelated charges. He's always, I don't know. From what I understand from Stacey, is that it's been an on again, off again thing since he was pretty young, that he's been locked up, incarcerated.
Well, jail's getting pretty full, man.
This one?
Yeah.
Are you the chief deputy?
No, that's not me, man. I don't want that. Nope, I just do, I serve civil papers and then I cover patrol calls.
So you don't have like the permissions to like.
No, it's not me, man.
Oh, okay.
No.
He's looking for an angle for some reason. There's something that he wants.
We can probably get you in contact with the right person, but
they refuse to call, and I've literally been stuck at watch since Thursday night, and they told me that I was gonna have I was going to be able to get off on Friday, but they didn't realize that it was Veterans Day.
Yeah. Well, you gotta,
Can I utilize the restroom before all this? Like, I really messed up earlier.
yeah.
I'm okay with it.
Well, I think I have his personal number.
Yeah.
You have his work number.
You don't have a work number?
No, is that so that's the number?
Yeah.
You guys mind if we go drop one?
Sure.
Like, please. Just this office is too small for all that.
Yeah, he's just using the restroom.
I wonder what the access to the milk is.
Do you want us to FaceTime you off your personal cell, or do you have a work phone you want to do it off of? Okay. All right, we'll set it up now. All right, bye.
Things about right.
Jerry said that he likes
Also, and I'll be scheduling this for later, Sunday, 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific.
Colonel Snyder told his mom that he liked these guys.
Oh,
Go up. Dr. Gary. How long does this go? How long is this?
they haven't quite the bus last night. Quite the bus. Which bus?
Call him the uniform.
Shape change.
It's true. Apparently, Stacey is a
Stupid over.
bull rider from a past life.
Find anything.
He got his nuts crushed by a bull. According to
Pretty good size.
the creeper Brandon, who runs around that neighborhood.
Probably a gram or two.
Yeah, I heard just like a gram and a half or something.
Is my volume not good? Can somebody tell me how's my volume? Maybe you can hear me a little better this way. Yeah, most people can hear me fine. Hello? Oh, there's the flush of shame. Is that any better?
Good go.
All right, man. So I'm gonna dial his number up. Does he have my phone?
Yeah. There he is. No. No, they don't.
No, he didn't answer it.
They got paperwork to serve me too?
Do I?
Yeah.
No.
I just saw papers out there.
No, that's said it's not ringing on his end. What's your work cell number? See if we can FaceTime it from his phone.
right, so we'll get through the mundaneness of this, but I can assure you that it gets pretty rough. Thank you, Muscle. 1,270 days. At least thank you for joining us, bud. Where we stand with Brandy.
Okay. What's the other number?
Rap Trap, what's up?
Ask him if it's ringing on his end.
Yeah.
I'll FaceTime. Oh, no.
Good to see you.
Hello.
Hey, we're trying to make it go through.
All right, bye.
Okay.
Now, while all this is going on and Stacy's dropping an enormous dump in the bathroom, they're digging up a yard. And they've been digging up a yard so close to Brandy's home that I remember speaking with her about it. She could hear the equipment. I remember covering it when it happened.
It says it can't receive video calls right now.
Are you on? Are you? Is the number that just got dialed? Is that an iPhone?
No. How are you?
I'm here.
Feeling okay today?
I'm tired, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping that you will help me a little bit more. I'm over here. I'm in your home.
Okay.
So I need a little bit more direction about where Michael is at.
Go out the back door, or
Okay.
I can't. Can you turn the camera around so I can show you?
We're gonna flip it around right now, stand by.
Right here.
There you go.
I heard.
Okay.
Stand by.
I can't. Can you turn the camera around so I can show you?
We're gonna flip it around right now, stand by.
We're gonna flip it around. Stand by. That's a big 10-4.
Right
I
here.
recognize that voice.
There you go.
Okay. So I'm going out the kitchen door.
That's a big 10-4.
And that's some equipment.
That is some equipment. Okay. Where do I need to go?
Okay, face to the right. Like right where the dirt piles are.
Right where the dirt piles are. About how far off of the fence?
Uh,
Go ahead. Okay, walk over there and you point us to where it needs to be.
okay. Now keep going out a little further.
Keep going out a little further. You're gonna have to climb that mound.
It's like right under that mound area.
It's right under the mound, about where at compared to the
So,
trees.
a little like right to the right of the trees area.
Stacy has told me on several occasions, a couple occasions, and I've heard him tell other people on several occasions that, there's not a day that he doesn't wake up crying about this and that his heart hurts. And which is really odd to cry about a child that you had nothing about, nothing to do with other than being accused of it. Because obviously he says that he's innocent. I think this would beg to differ.
The right of the trees.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little
So,
bit. Where
can
the
you see-
building.
Okay, where at now?
Now he's off the dirt mound. It's like underneath the.
All right, so this is part of his confession. Remember, he was under such duress and he was crying and he was shaking. All this crap
Dirt mound area.
never happened.
And about where he's standing?
Yeah, a little bit less, like closer to the house.
Come closer to the house.
Yeah.
Hi, Lulu.
And what is he wrapped in?
It should be. I mean, it should be a garbage bag.
Okay, what color is the garbage bag?
It would either be white or black. We only had two colors.
I want you to direct him from the fence where that orange thing in his hand is. Where do we need to stop it?
Right about there.
Right about there. Okay. All right. We will try there.
Okay.
Do you have any other suggestions for us, Stacey?
I mean, like I said, that's where he was buried.
Muscles, I thought you were a moderator on this
That's the
channel.
last place I had known.
I'm gonna
Again,
give you one.
I haven't been
Mentions.
home for quite a while, and a lot of shit. You know what I mean? So the only other place I would say, if he's not in that backyard, is go to Cuna to Brandon's house and check in the backyard by the tree area.
Okay, well, we're gonna finish here first, and then we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Okay.
So does he need to go right or left? Or anywhere else?
That general area, that bucket's enough to dig, but you're gonna want to like start digging underneath the dirt piles.
Okay, how far down is Michael?
I don't know how far she actually dug, to be honest with you.
About, give me an estimate.
I mean, maybe 4 or 5 feet.
Jeez.
4 or 5 feet? 4 or 5 feet, that's probably taller than me.
Like I said, you asked for an estimate, I'm giving you what, it's probably shorter than that. I don't have an exact idea.
Okay, when she dug the hole, was she standing in the hole?
She's standing outside of it.
Okay, and was she using a regular shovel?
I think it was a bull nose, or what do you call them, pointed ones.
Okay, and did the shovel, was she able to stand on the outside of the ground and the shovel able to reach the bottom of the hole?
Yes.
Okay, about how far down was the shovel in the hole?
I don't know, let's say, like 3 feet down, 2 feet down. I don't have like I said, I don't have an exact, measurement, like, to give you. I didn't pay attention that far.
I just don't think he's good at numbers. That's all there is to it. 4 or 5 feet, you can't stand 4 or 5 feet outside of a hole while digging. I've dug a trench before when I was putting new PVC piping in for plumbing, and the trench that I dug was 2 feet, and that was enormous. It felt like it was a lot to dig. 2 feet. I remember it was like, wow.
That's okay. Okay, we will try where you suggested, and I will call you back. Okay, Stacey?
All right, thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Yep.
Bye.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know,
have to wait here. I have to wait here or what?
If you call us back, we'll come back
Yeah.
here and call you back home, okay?
Can you try to advocate and see if you can get a hold of, was one of the LT or the
Listen to his little biatch word there. Can you guys advocate? Like, you're not a victim, dude.
or not LT because he's hunting, but the sergeant, and see if but taking me away from one of the only thing that helps me with is being able to talk to my mom. And, all I want to do is talk to my mom. That's the only thing I really want. I didn't even barely get a chance to talk to her much last night because
No one cares. No one cares.
Everything was so.
Okay, well, I'll talk to who I can and see if you're allowed to make calls, and we'll go from there. I don't, like I said, man, I'm on the patrol side of it, so I don't really know what happens back here too much. So, but I'll give you my word that I'll go talk to him right now and see. So basically, all you want to do is talk to your mom,
I
right?
just want to call my mom. I have minutes on her side.
Okay.
So in calling her, I don't have to worry about them resetting a phone number for minutes or anything.
Okay.
It's just she has approved it. It comes from her number.
Okay. Well, we'll put you back over there, and I'll talk to these guys and see what we can do for you.
Okay.
All right.
Alright.
Thank you for helping us out, man.
Yeah, we really appreciate it.
This come out of 600?
Yeah.
Is that his tablet, like from his cell? Because I know that. What was he doing now?
When I get a chance, man, I am like knee deep in paperwork.
I don't know, we'll do any second thing.
Is this McDonough time?
Hello? Hello?
Hey,
Perfect.
you're great.
All right.
Hey, Stace. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not funny, but it's just funny hearing his voice.
How are you? Let me go get, okay? I'm just out in front of your house here. Let me show you.
Where's Sara at?
She's in custody.
You guys arrested her?
I guess they did, yeah.
Where did they take her? Payette?
I guess. Hang on, I'm trying to turn my camera around. There it is. Let me get out of my truck. How you doing?
I'm okay.
Oh.
Let me see, and I've seen, yeah, he does a great job all the time. I mean, I've heard him question people before, and I do want to say this because there are people out there that either have a negative view of him or they think they know something about him or whatever. I can tell you this, that if my child was missing and there was a detective out there that was willing to show up, walk house to house, knock on doors, talk to anybody that was willing to talk, it would be him. And there's a reason that he has a solvability rate of over 90%. You can say whatever you want about him. The fact of the matter is his cases get solved. They always have, because he works it. And he works it. And he's not retired, by the way. Everybody says he's retired. He's not retired. The man is actively working cases still, because there's a lot of bad people out there that need their ass put in jail.
Welcome home.
Yeah, fucking great.
Look at, I know, we got everybody and their mothers here, as you can see,
Yeah.
you know. And
It's no coincidence that this case took off when Fruitland and the Cold Case Foundation got together.
you know, when we talked the other night, I shared with you, we're putting in motion a lot of stuff, right, bro?
Mm-hmm.
And say hi to the crew.
Stacey.
How are you feeling?
Irritated.
Yeah, like, help us understand where you're at.
No, I'm just tired of being cooped up.
And by the way, I would love, I don't know, I'm sure there are others out there, I don't know of any, but that have worked 300 homicide investigations and are like 94% clip of solving them. That is astronomical. And like I said, I don't care what you think of them. You can say whatever you want while you sit there in your dirty ass PJs or whatever it is that you do. I mean, we need more people like this, not just specifically Chris. And I'm not glazing just because I'm telling you, he's an amazing detective.
I'm tired of being stuck in a little fucking cell and not getting any time out.
Yeah, we get it. Trust me. And so I'm going to turn the camera around, and all three of us are here. And let's go into your house first of all, okay? Just for a second. Get an idea. So Carson was out last night. We got here last night.
Okay.
And
How'd that go?
good.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Very nice guy.
He mentioned that he doesn't know really what's going on from his position, right?
Yeah.
Which is okay.
Wish we could figure out Summer and why no one is charged for losing their child. I'll tell you that I believe the stance of the Cold Case Foundation and Chris McDonough is that they are on standby, ready and willing to help at any moment. And that includes the Sebastian Rogers case. That includes the Summer Wells case. That they their resources are there as a standing offer.
You can see what everybody's been up to. Is this your room here?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to see anything in particular while we're here?
What beds are in the house?
This one right here, this looks like some master. Looks like a comfortable bed. Is this one yours?
Yeah, it's the queen.
That's a nice bed. And I'll go in the other room.
It's a nice bed. Is this your queen size bed here, fat boy?
This one over here.
It's the bed.
That looks like a little water bed. What is that?
No, it's a.
So interested.
That's a queen bed as well. What's in the next room over?
This one's empty.
Nothing. Okay.
Yeah. Was there a bed in there?
There was supposed to be a California king bed in the master bedroom, in our bedroom, but I don't know what happened to it.
Okay. Yeah.
Which one did Adrian stay in?
The room the room you're facing to your right.
This one here?
And no.
This one here?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that his or is that yours?
Go up closer. What is that? I can't see it.
Nightstand.
Looks like a nightstand or something.
The table Sarah's. I don't know what that green thing is. Is there a blue cord connected to the back of it?
Yeah.
That's probably the Wi-Fi box then.
Okay. So you built one.
What's in the closet? Nothing?
Nothing. It looks empty, bro.
Yeah, that's all. That's Sarah's stuff.
Okay. So, going out here, as you can see, everybody's still in the backyard.
I think you just get a tablet.
Go back here to the laundry room. Anything?
They want to know where everything. I think somebody mentioned that there might have been a missing mattress. They want to go over that house like a fine tooth comb, and everything in there is specifically beds. Unfortunately, sometimes can hold DNA. So he wants to know whose bed is whose. Has anybody gotten rid of a bed, added a bed? I mean, it's very, these are questions that investigators ask.
Anything in here?
No. What's the garage look like? Empty?
Yeah.
Well, it looks about the same. It has her car and what it looked like before, and there's like a trailer and.
Oh.
Yeah, her car's here. Where was that duct tape at?
Turn the camera to the left of her car.
Over here?
Yeah, there was a bookshelf. Yeah, that's the duct tape roll, I think. Or is that Scotch tape?
It's Scotch tape.
Yeah, no, that's not the right one.
Can someone give me one sentence answer how Chris got on this case? I interviewed Brandy. I introduced Brandy to Chris. This Cold Case Foundation was in touch with Fruitland, and voila.
No, it wouldn't be on the table. There was a little stand.
Okay. Let me look around for it.
It was a tall bookshelf. It was a tall one.
Okay.
I did.
No, she must have gotten rid of
Set
it.
it up. Yes.
Okay.
What's on the side of her car?
This is her car.
Yeah, what's on the side of it?
It says we accept Venmo and PayPal.
Yeah, what's on the other side, like the front? What does that say?
It says love, hope, faith, taxi ride for today.
Hey Stacey, where was the tricycle at?
On top, well, turn the camera around. It was sitting on the boxes right up there.
Okay.
They rearranged all the boxes, so I mean, it was literally closer to the trailer on the right side. No. That side of the trailer, but
My left.
yeah, your left, my right. But it was sitting, they did a lot of rearranging in the garage.
All right.
So how long has she been in custody?
I'm not sure.
Is that why she wasn't answering the last couple nights?
No, I think last night was,
Or last night?
yeah, they held her. But, so question.
Yeah.
On out front or out back here.
Yeah.
Trying to direct these guys, as you can see, there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
They've had 3 cadaver dogs have all alerted to the backyard, but they're trying to narrow down the scent, and so any help you have.
So to be 1000% with you, where I've directed you is the last place that I knew. That's literally the place that he was buried. Where that dumpster is, or where that bucket is right there is, I mean, that's in the area where I told you. I wasn't out there when she was burying him, correct, completely.
Okay.
I just had noticed the general vicinity, which.
So this is a common tactic during questioning or by a suspect is that they know they want all the benefits of, cooperating, but they want to lessen their involvement. And I think Stacey goes on to say that he's not even capable of digging a hole. He is, as much as I'd like to believe that he's not, he is. But yeah, this is what they do. They lessen their involvement every single time. And I even brought that up to Stacey when I talked to him.
Yeah, where that bucket, that loader is. That's.
So we came out to this.
Fence.
See that mark on your fence?
Yeah.
We came out to that point, and we went down. How far did you guys go down?
Oh, about 3 foot. Pretty good. Yeah, we're down about 3 foot. Pretty deep.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything. How close was he to the? It's like the box that was out there for sprinkler box. How close was he to the sprinkler box?
He was to the. Where's the sprinkler box at again?
It was in the middle of the yard, about where the bucket is.
Oh yeah, it's not there anymore, huh?
No,
I mean, he wasn't. He was. I think he was a little bit closer in than the sprinkler. Where's the?
I don't know what he's laughing for, and he's giving very specific details.
Where was it at? Right there.
Yeah, you can see it out there.
Yeah. No, so it would have been a little closer in.
Thank you for your $2 donation. And your question is, Josh, do we know why they did this to Michael? Not exactly. I think that the theory is, for some reason, Sara had this weird obsession about talking about kidnapping people. I spoke to her first husband about it. He called into the show one time. I was doing a show one night, and he called in, And I asked him, I said, did she ever talk to you? He didn't say kids specifically, but she had talked about how empowering it would be to kidnap somebody and so on and so forth. I don't exactly know, but yeah.
Not like right on the edge of the fence, but
Okay.
I'm giving you the best I can, guys. Like lots. Sarah hasn't exactly been complete, with obviously being honest with you guys, and I'm trying to give you what I can.
Could it have been over in the corner, Stacey? Over next to Starkey's fence?
It might be. You could check there. All I know is that the place where I saw her start the shoveling was where I pointed you. But tear up the whole yard. I'm giving you guys what I got. Like I said. Huh?
We don't want to do that unless we have to.
I know, and I don't want you to have to, unless you have to either. But
and I do believe they ended up digging up the entire yard.
Over there in the corner by the fence.
It may be. It could be. All I know is that from the directions where I gave you, that's where she was starting to dig. So, and Oakley always dug around that same spot, if you noticed, and I think Oakley was onto something. Like, I don't know, Oakley's a pretty smart dog, being a hound, but she always dug in that vicinity, that area, and she really never.
I remember it's very important because when this goes to trial, and I hope the district attorney's listening, and I would not be upset if, people were sending letters or faxes or whatever and saying, how has this not been prosecuted yet? Okay. Cause this isn't everything. I'm sure that this is not what their entire investigation would be, based on. And when charges start dropping on people, then that's really, to me, when, the rubber meets the road here. So
went around to, a lot of other places in the yard.
He's not under duress. He's not upset. He's not being pushed. He's having regular conversations. His defense was that, hey, I was getting lambasted. I was in a bad spot. He looks very well to me. It looks like he's eating fine. He looks like he's sleeping fine. His pants look a little long, but
If you noticed, like, she was usually stuck to like one area, which is pretty usual for, a hound dog,
and I believe that Brandon is as big. I don't know about Adrian. This is just my thoughts, but I don't know exactly. I think that Adrian knows about it. I think that Adrian, was there or around the vicinity, but I believe he knows. But I believe that Brandon, Sara, and Stacey are the most directly responsible. And I believe that Brandon is in as deep as they are. I think that Brandon would have done anything to please Sara. He was a homeless boy, and he seemed like he was just willing to do whatever. Somebody, and I don't know who, I would imagine that it would be Sara, told him to case the neighborhood. That's what he's doing. This is around the time Michael goes missing, by the way. This isn't some random picture that they just picked up out of nowhere. This is Brandon Shurtliff. Brandon Shurtliff. Shurtliff, I believe. Casing the neighborhood. That's who that is. That's him. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they all think that they were set up. Who knows though? What do you guys say? Muted, no sound, muted. I don't know how that's possible. Oh, hold on. The channel didn't switch. Sorry.
We were over here and what we were doing.
Mm-hmm.
So her whole family is just tore up right now. All the kids crying, they're crying.
Yeah.
And I think the sooner we can get this done, the better it's going to be for them.
Yeah. So you said what are they called? The cadaver dogs?
Yes.
Oh, so you said that they were hitting on the backyard though, right?
Yes.
Well, I mean, so that's what I like to hear because I mean that just confines in the information that I'm providing you guys. I mean, I'm distraught, you know, like I want this.
He doesn't look distraught to me. And Kelsey becoming a YouTube member and gifting 5 on top of that. Thank you so much. Ginger, thank you, Josh, for all you do. Please forgive my ignorance. But at this point in time that we are watching, is he leading Chris M and Ellie on a wild goose chase? I'm still learning about this case. I do not believe that this was a wild goose chase. I believe that he had knowledge that Michael was buried in that backyard, and he's not doing this out of the goodness of his heart. He called in the tip. He told investigators, well, I say called in, he was already in jail for something else, which is standard with Stacey, but he was the one that said, hey, I want to talk and I want to tell what happened. And he wanted a deal, and that deal didn't work out for him because, well, what do you know? They believe that Michael's body was moved.
You know, I want this to be done and over with, you know.
Thank you so much.
His family suffered way too long, and, you know. His
family suffered way too long, but if you go back and listen to Pacific Northwest's interview where Brandy was on there, he could give a crap less. He doesn't care. His family suffered long enough. Well, they're still suffering, bud. And, you know, I don't know, man. I mean, you seem pretty comfy in there. I don't know why you just can't hang out.
Have you spoke to my mom since yesterday?
No, I've been here the entire time.
Have you? Okay. Well, last night I was just going through a lot of mental stuff, and I told my mom that what I told you guys was a fable, but it wasn't. I was going mentally insane, reversing things in my head, worried about that I told you guys something wrong. But just if you guys talk to her, let her know that, you know, everything I've given you, I mean, the dogs are pointing to it and everything else, you know. So, I mean, I've got you guys in the right direction.
Yeah. And Sarah's made comments too. However, hers were that you were the one that did this.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Damn, they're just throwing each other under the bus. Charge these people. Charge them with something. I mean, you can pit them against each other. It's obvious that that's what you want. Come on. They've turned everything over to the district attorney. God in heaven.
Yeah. And Sarah's made comments too, however, hers were that you were the one that did this.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I had no. I can't even mow the yard. Do you see me digging a hole that big?
No, I think you can mow the yard. I don't think you want to mow the yard.
I mean, I can barely walk
So he was walking fine earlier when he had to go take a dump.
as it is. So I mean, there's no way I have the energy.
Stuff of finding him, that kind of proves that, we could believe you more than we could believe Sarah.
Right. I mean, if that's all the crap she's giving you, just that he's the one that dug the hole. But she's not giving you any specifics. I can give you the specifics, but there's no way with my height or my weight and my, I can't even mow the yard.
I literally just saw him sprint to the shitter. Excuse me.
There's no, I mean, I don't have the physical abilities. I mean, now I will after I get out of, doing what I'm doing, but,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not something I could have done.
Okay, yeah, and as long as we're able to find Michael and that goes hand in hand with what you told us,
Yeah,
then I would be led to believe you more than I would be led to believe Sarah.
yeah.
And so if there's anything that you can help us out with about where to look, what they've done, if there's any specific side of the yard, anything that you may forgot,
Yeah. I'll definitely let you guys know. Like I said, all I've got for you is where I pointed you. You could check the corner of the yard. Like I said, Sarah, could have done something with it when I wasn't home.
I mean, I could see him out there pushing his lawnmower with his gallon of whole milk.
Knowing that she knew that I had seen where she was digging. So maybe she just wanted to keep, try to, keep it as a confusion. I mean, she's pretty scandalous like that. So,
does anybody know if Stacey and Sarah have communication still?
Yes, Detective Keller said she threw you right under the bus.
No.
When they came through the door with the search warrant, nobody even asked her any questions. She just
I can't mow the yard because I got my nuts smashed by a bull back in the day.
She just flat out said it.
She just flat out said Stacey did it all?
no, she said Stacey murdered him and buried him.
Oh my God, dude, that is the most. Wow, man.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's definitely not what I did. I didn't do any of that, and you're gonna find out as soon as you guys locate him. Like I said, I wanted no part in that, none.
Is the duct tape still going to be over his mouth?
They should be.
Okay.
Wow.
I didn't.
And once again, and I'm making light of it, but this is extremely serious now, and it gets worse.
I didn't watch take him off.
Okay.
So you should have everything intact as it was.
How long, give me an approximate time frame it took her to dig and bury?
Who's PJ?
I don't know, I'd say probably between a half hour to an hour
Who is it?
hour-ish. I want to say. I mean, I think Adrian was helping her, if I'm right about that. I mean, Adrian's pretty. Brandon wasn't anywhere around that.
Oh, okay.
But I know Adrian's, pretty decent, skinny dude, so he's, his abilities, and he's taller, so his abilities are a little more, what's the word, spread open, wide open than.
Okay. Okay.
So, couple of questions. Anything else you want to see in the house while we're here, buddy?
Not, I wanted, my fishing poles were still in the garage, but.
You want You want us to go check?
I mean, if you can, I had like my wallet and stuff like that, and I don't know where any of that stuff is.
Okay, man, let me turn this around.
Thank you guys for calling me and stuff. Like, I'm glad I'm able to help you guys.
Well, you're helping a lot. You're helping us, and we appreciate that very much. You know, let's go to the garage and see where your fishing poles are.
I think I seen him to the left of her car over there, sticking out with a red bag, it looks like. I think. Is that to the right?
Okay, I got this one.
Other right. There you go. Oh, that's a gas can. Okay, keep going down. Okay, there's one. Yep, that's one of them. Is there only one?
Yeah, there's only one, but
That's awesome. Yeah, that pisses me off too.
here's the trunk that's open. Did they put him in the trunk?
I would assume they put him on one of the trunks. Yeah.
Well, but did they, or don't assume, don't guess. Remember, we don't want you.
I honestly don't know where he was placed.
Okay,
What is that?
it's a no. Who's Edward Ramsey?
Her dad.
Okay, yeah. And let me see if there's another fishing pole. Scott's not finding it. I'm not finding it.
No.
Yeah, a lot of stuff over here. Whose stuff is all this?
Ed's and K's.
Okay, mostly the parents, huh? Hey, you say there's the shelf here where the duct tape was is gone?
Yeah, it's no longer there.
Okay.
I would point it right out to you guys. I mean, it was.
Let's see. This lazy slob beyond discussing selfish Josh. I started with you with Little Summer, and you still have integrity. Keep up the great work. I appreciate you saying that, and I appreciate your donation as well. It's very kind of you. Thank you.
It was the only tallest shelf in there.
Okay. And let me see if there's we don't see any duct tape sticking out, right?
No,
She's got.
is that a toolbox? No. What is that?
I don't know. I don't want to open it.
Oh no, don't worry about that. That's her sewing stuff.
As Ed Ramsey.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Bibles. Looks like she ordered boxes of Bibles.
Yeah. She does that. She goes on a rampage of ordering the dollar Bibles.
So this refrigerator, did they use this at any point with Michael?
Not to my knowledge. I know that it was just they had they only used it for food and stuff.
Yeah, it's got a lot of food in it.
Yeah.
The duct tape in any of these?
No, those. Oh, I didn't even see boxes down there. What's under there?
Nothing. Some light bulbs. Light bulbs.
What's the mail on the thing right there?
So this one is property statement. Looks like Faith Taxi, Sara Wondra International Christian Assembly. This junk mail.
Oh.
And then this is a box for Sara. And it's more Bibles, buddy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Man, she really went all crazy.
Dude, she's on a Bible fast here.
Oh my gosh.
She's gonna bring you to Jesus.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'll get there on my own. Thanks.
You certainly won't, my friends.
Holy shit. That is some crazy stuff. Is there
Can't tell you
is there any mail in the house at all for me?
if there is a hell, and I believe that there is. Otherwise, what good is the world and being good and doing right? That anybody that does things to children, they get the first class ticket. Just you don't have to stop at the Denver airport for a layover or anything.
Did you guys notice?
I don't understand why CM wouldn't help with Sebastian's case. Okay, you got to understand. There's such a misconception here. Fruitland PD and Chief Huff, God bless him, by the way, he let the Cold Case Foundation come in and work this case with them side by side. He wanted their help. If the police department, sheriff's office, doesn't matter if the parents want the help or not, if they are asked in, then they'll come in. So it's not that Chris and the Cold Case Foundation won't. They have to be asked by law enforcement, permitted, and you can't just go, running around somebody else's backyard. It's a professional courtesy. So that's the answer to your question.
Now, please, we didn't see anything for
When you guys been the first group to get it, or to seen it. Well, I appreciate you looking.
Keep a journal.
Go in the bedroom. I could probably point it out to you. Our master bedroom. It was
Locked up. Yeah. We can go up to the garage. I can text. Come back to us. Sorry, we just locked ourselves out.
It happens. What's in the back of her car? Anything?
No, it's empty. No, it's just junk. Anything here belong to Michael Vaughan?
No. Lift the black thing up. That black plastic thing lifts up. Is there anything under that?
Now, Chris just asked Stacey, is there anything in here that belongs to Michael Vaughan? I mean, they're trying to, at this point, tie him in or connect Michael to that house through Stacey's words.
There. No. No.
Just a phone.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's supposed to be my hazard kit, but
Okay.
I don't really.
In the toy.
Huh?
You remember where that went?
The what? The toy?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
We'll go back inside.
What's on the door?
We had to cover the doorbells.
Oh, okay.
We just put a piece of paper on it.
That makes sense.
So if you see her journal,
Yeah.
is this,
What's that?
Now, according to Chief Huff, that they know where he is, that they know where all four suspects are. And as you listen to this isn't so much a confession. I mean, he is telling things and he is saying, yeah, that, Michael's here. It sounds like there was a conversation that happened before this as well. Because if you listen closely, you can tell that they've had previous conversations. This is not the first conversation that they've had. If you just listen really close, you can tell that this is not the first one. So I wouldn't be surprised if there was an even more in-depth conversation, confession. This is them trying to find Michael. That's what the point of this is. And he seems willing to help, because when I asked Stacey if he was offered a deal, he said yes, that he was offered a deal. And so you remember, if you hear about when you listen to the duct tape, when he said, will the duct tape still be on there? He's already told them about duct tape. When? I don't know. Was it the day before? Was it the week? I don't know. But they're talking about duct tape. And you can understand that there was a conversation that had went on before this. They have no inside information to that. You can just tell that if you go back and listen to this.
Is this it?
This is not a full confession. I think those have been hammered. That had been hammered out before. I think they probably already talked about a deal.
That might be one of them. What's to the left of that, or to the right of that a little bit? You're right, or you're left. Down, no, well, that works too. We'll go over there in a minute. What's that thing?
That's a computer laptop.
Okay, well that, she never had that before, so I don't know.
That's all new.
Yeah.
And she's got a little notebook thing here.
Well, yes, the case has been forwarded to the district attorney for prosecution. The district attorney has said that he intends to prosecute this. Now, I don't know where he is on that, and I don't know why you would allow these people, if you truly believe that this is who did it, to bounce around in and out of jail. I know that they got Sara in jail and Stacey ends up in jail all the time, but you have Adrian and Brandon, and I'm telling you right now, once again, this is just me, but Brandon really ties this whole thing together. I mean, the guy was out casing the neighborhood.
Say Erica?
Erica.
Yeah, that's her friend in prison. I would go through some of her. Do you have her phone and stuff too?
Yeah, we have a phone, but it's we don't have her journals. So these are journals.
Yeah. I mean, those are her notepads, her notebooks that she uses. There should be, she has a couple of them. That looks like it's brand new. What's the other one?
This one is empty as well.
Is what?
This is empty as well.
Oh, is it? Okay, let's go to the table to the left of you.
I heard it was 2026. That's what I had heard, but I don't know.
You're over there. What's all that?
It looks like envelopes, more Bibles.
Holy.
Yeah, no, look at this, dude. She's got 2 big boxes of Bibles.
Oh my goodness.
Look at all these religious books here.
Yeah. What's all that?
Books for putting bills or something like that.
Yeah, what's in the envelopes? Is it?
I honestly, I don't think that this is everything that they have. I think that this is a follow-up. This sounds, if you're listening, this is a follow-up conversation. Basically, their goal here is to locate Michael, because it sounds as though they may have a deal struck here. But the deal is dependent on finding Michael, which didn't happen. So he is shit out of luck.
I don't know, Scott.
She would.
And by the way, am I a fan of deals, especially with criminals? I'm not. But this is a deal that you have to make. I'd make that deal. It's a good deal. So that's how I feel about it.
Store money in them. Usually.
They're empty.
Oh, okay. Well, she made sure not to, is that hey, what's that? Open that drawer again. Oh, look, you found what's that blue thing right there?
Blue thing.
Yeah, straight down. Okay. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, you found the notebook drawer. What's that stuff right there?
Yeah, it looks like just some paperwork.
If you guys find anything,
I mean, and once again, all of this is just my speculation and my opinion. I think that they'd be willing to make a deal with any one of these four for the location of Michael. I think that they would cut a deal for any of them. Is it ideal? No. but sometimes you have to. And it's a deal worth making. You hear that, Brandon? Mr. Brandon? Dude, the longer you postpone this, the worse it's going to get for you. And you know, they may just end up taking you to trial anyway. They may just end up taking you to trial, but I'm telling you, when you start stacking charges on these guys, lying to investigators, not reporting a death, you don't even have to charge them with kidnapping and murder. Although, if you listen to their words, they should be charged for kidnapping, which, by the way, carries up to a life sentence.
That has to do with my personal info, my personal who is that from?
It's from her to you.
Oh, which one is that one?
I don't know. It says, this, you wrote this. Or no, she wrote this.
She wrote that, yeah.
Somebody did. Love Boo. Is she Boo?
Yeah, please don't leave. What?
Babe, I need you to be with me. But this was a long time ago.
Yeah, I don't really even remember that. But you just found another one?
4/20. April 20.
Oh, is that to me or her?
Let me just explain to you how foul something like this is. When they know that, you know, they're responsible for this, and you have a family. I mean, we're talking about a little boy, a little 5-year-old boy, Michael Vaughan. And I believe all of them know. I don't know if Stacey knows now. Maybe he probably does, but I don't know. But I'm sure that either all four, at least one of the four, know. And you've done awful things in your life. You've made terrible mistakes. Some things unforgivable. This is one of those things. I don't know if it doesn't fully redeem you, but it shows that you are somewhat human. That if you put yourself in the shoes of the family, even though you're a dirtbag and you're a scum of the earth, you could make, you could help turn this situation that has reached rock bottom, at least give some peace, some sort of peace and closure, because that is important.
What's the list? Oh, that's my signature, I think. Yeah. So those are letters I wrote to her when I was in prison. So now I figured those out.
Got it.
But there was a drawer that had a bunch of notebooks in it.
That's the next one now.
Okay.
They all did.
Well, let's see what they're. Brand new.
I have a list.
What does that say?
I have a list.
Yeah, what's the list? That's freaking a welder, a builder? Is that what it said?
I'll see you here in a second. I have a list, a Weber, build up an email list, video leads, just looks like a business plan.
Oh.
Any of these toys that you're seeing in here, or anything that you had mentioned, Michael had a toy that.
Yeah. I don't see it. What's all that stuff there?
Miscellaneous stuff. Yeah. Notebooks, pictures, school stuff.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you check all those notebooks. I mean, those, do you guys have her purse too?
Well, we're not sure yet. This is the first time we're looking at it.
Her purse, I think, was in the bedroom, if you want to go to the bedroom.
Okay.
The master bedroom.
What will we find in her purse?
I don't know. I mean, stuff that is relative to, could pertain to the case, or, you know.
You ever seen a gorilla like scratch themselves? I'm not trying to be funny here, but like,
I don't do,
like this is how a gorilla would scratch themselves. Look.
I mean, stuff that is relative to, could
It's just not nonchalant.
pertain to the case, or, you know, I'm just trying to help you guys out with anything, you know.
Yeah, no, anything that would help out Michael.
That closet to your left.
In here?
No, behind you.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, what's in that?
A lot of stuff.
Holy fuck.
Oh no, I'm not insulting gorillas. Gorillas are supposed to scratch themselves like that. I don't know if humans are.
This medical supplies.
Medical supplies? Let me see what medical supplies.
There's nothing in it.
That's fucking weird. She's never had that before.
Yeah, this is all here. It's just weird stuff.
It is weird, and I don't know why he's so weirded out by it. He legitimately lets other guys sleep with his wife, and seems okay with it while he lays on the couch chugging milk. Swear to God.
Office and medical supplies, huh?
Yeah, charcoal.
I don't know. I've never been to jail.
Then we're in your room. This is your bed.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
There he goes again. Do you see it?
It's a little blurry. I can't. You gotta lift the camera up a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
There you go. She's got a Bible, headphones.
Headphones, paperwork, mail.
Can you look? Because she has access to. Yep, that one's hers.
Now they're out here digging on this side of the yard.
Okay.
See
Yep.
where they're at? Any suggestions?
No, I would just use the backhoe and go by the corner of the fence area. Is that what they're doing?
Yeah, that's where they're headed, back over here.
Yeah, that's just where I would have them dig.
Would Oakley go over there?
Possibly. If she didn't. She didn't really go to. You know, she only stuck usually in one spot. You know.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like.
And you can tell that he's probing for information as well, because he's been in jail. Sara hasn't. So God knows, you know, he doesn't know really what's going on in that house. It's not like Sara is the most forthcoming, honest person there is. And so you can see that he's trying to get a little quid pro quo going here. He wants some information as well. What is Sara currently in jail for? I believe it's weapons charge. I believe it's a weapons charge. I believe it is.
Is there any doubt in your mind that Michael's back here somewhere?
I mean, doubt. I can't. I mean, the last place I knew is where I directed you. You know, so I don't. I mean, there's you know, Sara could have done something, you know, to draw the what do you call it? To draw confusion, you know, she could have moved him, but
And let's not forget that Sara is legitimately blaming him. Okay. He is blaming or she is blaming him, saying that he's the one that did it. He murdered. He's the murderer. He's the hole digger. He's the everything, and it's not, he wants to know what's up. So he's trying to get information too. He's curious. He wants to know what's been going on.
I don't know. The last place that I know that he was buried was where I pointed you guys.
In her parents' back.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's, how did you guys, when you came back, why did you come back here?
What do you mean came back there?
Yeah, I mean, like the next day, like you shared with us.
No, you haven't missed that. Well, maybe I haven't seen it yet, but at some point they're going to really ramp this up. I don't know. I mean, my God, he seems awfully calm to me. Josh, you are a lighthouse for victims. For that, I so thank you. And I appreciate you saying that, and I appreciate your donation. You're very kind. Thank you very much. No, they have not. The waterboarding has yet to commence.
That, Brandon put him in the guest room, bound up, but then the next day they moved him back here. Why?
That's a great question. I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
I don't have an answer for that.
What vehicle did they use?
She left me with a Lexus, I believe, that day. So I mean, it would have been her vehicle.
Okay.
She didn't take. We didn't take the truck a whole lot of places unless we had gas money for it, because it's not that cheap to run.
Okay. Well, as you can tell, they're doing a pretty extensive job back here.
Yeah.
We're not finding. We've gone down 3 or 4 feet, and we don't want this to reflect on you.
But yeah, I know. I don't want it either. Like I said, that's the place that I know that he was being buried. Was that the first place I directed to?
Okay, that's over here. See the orange mark on the fence?
Yeah.
That's where I put the pen down from earlier, buddy.
Yeah.
So should we go to the right of that even further?
I mean, where were the? It just doesn't make sense why he's not. He's not in the area that you guys are digging in.
No, only you hold that key out. We don't, it doesn't make sense. But it doesn't mean he isn't there. It may just mean we haven't found him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Well, it's just bothersome that the first thing Sara comes, Stacey did it. Oh no. I mean, that's the first sign of somebody that.
Just go right here.
Yeah.
Right next to each other.
Yeah.
And we heard about it and we were like, well, that didn't take long. We can show you.
Yeah, and I mean, if he honestly, he sounds confused a lot, but he seems really confused right now. He doesn't understand why he's not there, why Michael's not there. And I have a feeling that Sara knows Stacey very well, and that Sara feared that this was coming. And that's why Michael is not back there, because they have had a history of throwing each other under the proverbial bus. And he's upset because his deal is getting flushed down the toilet as we speak.
The body cam footage of it if you'd like.
No, I believe you. I mean, that's how scandalous she is, though. But I mean, that's the first thing that somebody that's guilty, that's the first thing that somebody would say. Oh, he did it.
Right. But, and then he says that she did it.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? So that's my point is, you know.
And I believe Sara is a scary, scary person. Very scary. And she's just a terrifying person. That's why she would do this. If you go back a little bit, I addressed that, but I talked about that at length already.
And
then she said you buried him over at Carson's yard.
Oh my God, dude, that is so pathetic. I can't even fucking mow a lawn. How am I gonna dig a fucking hole?
Here we go again.
Fuck. I mean, that's just fucking bullshit.
Hang on. Let me turn something around here for you.
Okay.
They're finding that rag thing. Does that mean anything?
I don't know.
Okay.
Pink Rose wants to know, I don't understand why Brandon isn't in jail. Is he in hiding? No charges have been filed as of yet. He has a warrant on an unrelated situation. Shocker there.
But no, finish your thought, buddy.
What is that? Is that a shirt or a rag?
It looks like a rag.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
See the dog, how he's reacting to it?
Where's the dog? Oh, right there.
On the ground, yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Everybody's here. The news is here. Everybody's here. It's crazy.
Is my name gonna be on the news?
No.
So from what I understand, that the charges that they potentially will be facing don't really have a statute of limitations. I don't believe that kidnapping has one. I know murder doesn't have one. And you know, you get one shot to take this to trial. I mean, you're going to have 4 people, potentially 4 different trials, possibly. I don't know if they'll be all tried together or probably not.
They don't know who you are right now.
Okay.
No.
I just don't want to be like.
This is a huge problem. I mean, you can imagine that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I mean, this is like international news because, you know, we have to find Michael. And, the good part there is you've been cooperative and help guiding us through this. So
here's my question for you.
Without his body, right?
What's that?
We don't want to leave here without his body, and your cooperation in helping us do that has been much appreciated, very much.
Yeah, absolutely. So here's what do they see?
I don't know.
He's convinced that he's back there, and he cannot understand for the life of him why he's not back there. I mean, he's starting to figure it out that he's been cut out of the circle of trust, and that he's going to be the scapegoat or manatee or whatever it is you want to call him.
They're just communicating to each other.
Oh.
But what were you going to say? Here's what?
No, here's the question I have is, so like I said, my knowledge of where Michael was in our backyard. But then Sara pointed out, well, he buried him in Carson's yard.
And it's all starting to make sense to him that he is like, oh, shit. she pulled the rug out from underneath me. My one bargaining chip that he was going to use to probably get whatever charges he's got going on here dropped, and to get a 10 to 15 where he would possibly be out in 7. And he's like, okay, that's better than life. I'll take that deal. But guess what?
Clearly, you guys know.
Your wife, she wasn't going to let you do that to her. She's not stupid.
That I'm not capable of digging a hole.
Oh my God, dude.
Is there any way that, I mean, any thoughts that you guys have that where, I mean, if that's the first thing she said, I mean, that seems kind of fucking a little bit awkward.
Yeah, well, what's interesting about it, and we agree with you, but what's interesting about it also, this was probably, Scott, what do you think?
The deal didn't go through because they didn't find Michael, so he should be arrested. You would think. Nope. Let back out in the community. Brandy still doesn't know where her son is. And the issue that you're having isn't with law enforcement. The issue that you're having is with the district attorney, who has a case sitting on his desk. I don't know if that's literal or not, but it's there, ready to be prosecuted. And because obviously there's much more to this, I would imagine that, like I said, I would imagine that there were other conversations that Stacey had. It sounds like Sara had conversations as well. But your issue isn't with law enforcement. Your issue is with the district attorney. If you think that he should be arrested, and I certainly do, and no question in my mind that he should be arrested, this is just kind of they're just trying to find him.
This is probably the deal she was going to go for. And like we told you up front,
She was going to roll.
We showed up with a search warrant for murder to search the backyard, and it wasn't 10 seconds. It was Stacey did it, and he killed and murdered the boy or whatever.
And I will tell you that if I'm a district attorney and this stuff is coming out, and I don't know when your elections are, but people of Fruitland, think about this. You want a district attorney that's hard on crime. If I was a district attorney, I would be chomping at the bit to prosecute this case. And he should be too.
Verbiage is, I wasn't there, that is on body camera, and automatically.
These are elected officials. Okay. You have that choice. They are elected. He's elected. Do your job. Worry about your nice suit and your cappuccino in the morning. Let's put that court system to work, and let's get it going.
You know, you're the guy. Just as we elected.
You guys have met me. You guys have worked with me. I've been working with you guys. Do I?
Did anybody hear that? So there you go. There's the answer to that question. Is this the first conversation that they've had? No. Have they been working out a deal? Yes. Did he believe Michael was in that backyard? Yes. Is he confused now because he doesn't know why Michael's not back there? Yes. And he's realizing now that he's the dummy in this situation, that his bargaining chip is gone, and he's going to waddle back to his cell in the same position he was when he waddled in there, and he's done. I mean, he obviously has nothing to offer anymore.
I mean, as big of a person as I was, I mean, do I really seem like that type of person that could do all this myself? I mean, even if I...
We don't think you could have done this whole bit.
No.
No way.
Not at all. There's no way. I would check.
That's why the cool part that's going to be here when we do find him back here, you're the one that brought us here.
Yeah.
And so that's why we don't want to leave here,
Yeah.
you know, unless we have Michael.
Yeah.
Because that solidifies your statement,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And we've been
Oh, he
honest
was
with you,
upset.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sure.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's honest
Watch
your
out.
statement. You have to find him back here. You're the one that brought it. The cool.
I would check. No. I would check.
That's why the cool part that's going to be here when we do find him back here, you're the one that brought us here.
Yeah.
And so that's why we don't want to leave here,
Yeah.
you know, unless we have Michael.
Yeah.
Because that solidifies your statement,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And we've been honest with you,
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's, you know, we haven't, you know, coerced you or, you know, persuaded you to tell it. We've just asked for, what's the one thing we've only asked for?
Tell the truth.
There you go. Okay, so now you have it on video that he hasn't been coerced. He hasn't been offered anything. Yeah, you could contact the Fruitland. You can respectfully contact the Fruitland district attorney and ask why this case, that you've seen this footage and you want to know why there are people running around on the street that they have evidence of that they've kidnapped and possibly gravely hurt this child.
The truth. That's it. That's all. And here we are again at your house asking you, and you're being helpful, and it all, you know, it's all recorded.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's happy.
Yeah.
You know, no questions that anybody is doing anything, you know, that shouldn't be done. So there's a lot of grass being moved here. Do you think her family's, what's her mom and dad going to say? They haven't even shown up. Any reason why you would think that?
That's very, very unusual of them.
Yeah.
Her mom and dad, her dad is like always trying to like be a part of something or always wanting to be, you know, he always wants to see what's going on. So that's a very unusual act for them, just so you know. Her mom is always over at the house. Always.
Right.
So that's unusual.
You think they know?
I'm sure Sarah's told them. I'm sure Sarah, yeah. I'm sure Sara and her mom have had a lot of secretive conversations. And she doesn't like to have conversations like that with when her dad's around. So she waits until she can get her mom, you know, alone.
And by the way, there is nothing wrong with contacting a public political figure. People do it all the time. Be respectful, but you have every right to feel that way. I mean, there's people moving about the country that are accused of heinous crimes, kidnapping, at minimum. Obviously, he's saying that Michael's not alive, and he didn't get that way because of himself.
Here, we're going to show you what's going on out here.
Okay.
You see the dog?
Yeah.
Working?
Yep. Why do they call it abracadabra dog? Because of the color or
human scent.
Oh.
What?
Yep. Why do they call it abracadabra dog?
Abracadabra dogs?
Because
Chris is like, what? What's that?
Because of the color or
human scent.
I don't know if she's more scary, but I believe that she's the mastermind behind the whole thing, and I think that she played all of these dummies like a fiddle. I think that she manipulated all of them because they're all pretty dumb, and she's probably one of the only women that would give them any attention.
Oh. So how do you tell when he hits or not? What is the sign?
The handler does. I don't know. We'll find out here.
Yeah, that's a nicely done. Says successfully hiding remains despite other strong forensic proving death should not be a reward. You do not. That's why you're seeing more district attorneys with, actual scruples doing this. They charge nobody homicides. It's becoming much more common because you can hide a body doesn't mean you get away with it. So, and they can do that. There are people that have been offered to come in and, special prosecutors and things like that know how to do this. They know how to prosecute nobody trials. They specialize in it. And it's all there for them.
See the handler?
Is that the handler to the left? The ball cap?
Yeah, with the ball cap.
So he's sticking around at one spot.
Okay, he is just perplexed beyond all understanding. He has look at his demeanor. Like his demeanor was it was just, he was more talkative. He wanted to know more things. He knows that this is.
Is that where Oakley used to go?
And Oakley didn't ever dig over that side of the yard. It was close to the house. I mean, Oakley peed and pooped around the area, but you guys dug all that up.
Yeah.
I believe so. I mean, I believe he's pretty dumb.
You're 10,000 million% positive he was back here in this backyard.
Yes.
No hesitation. No mumbling, no fluttering, no nothing.
I mean, that's where Sara had buried him.
Is
Sarah.
there any reason why you would, because you will be asked why you would lie about that?
No, there wouldn't be any reason I would ever lie about that. That, to my knowledge, that's where he was buried at.
Okay. And you mentioned to your mom, you said you called your mom and you lied. Did you lie to her again, Stacey?
No. I was in tears, and I hadn't gotten any sleep. And so I literally, at the time I was with my mom, I was mind fucking myself because mentally I was fucking with my head because I was so exhausted. But I'm gonna call her back and so she can know that everything is accurate what I told you guys.
Yeah.
She knows, I mean, she knows that I'm working with you guys and doing what I can to assist you guys in the search of Michael. So, trust me. I mean, I'm probably the only person you have right now that's helping you. So, I mean,
we haven't talked to anybody else other than you.
Yeah.
I mean, we knew what Sara was going to do.
Oh yeah, she did it too. 10 seconds.
Yeah, she's going to do it even further. We'll give you that heads up.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, that's just how it goes. All right, so we're still searching.
Okay.
You're saying still go over.
I just want to tell you this, that I didn't speak to Brandon on the phone, but we did exchange text messages until he got to the point where he said that it wasn't him yesterday. It's been verified by 3 different searches, or we've ran his stuff 3 different times. The phone number goes back to him. He responded to Brandon, and then went on to play stupid after that. But he didn't give up. He didn't give up anything, but he's out there. He's curious, and he's watching. And I know that he is, and I know that it was him. And he, like I said, he responded to Brandon. And like I said, he's out there. He was asking me questions, pretending that he was somebody else. And he's paying attention. He knows that this is going on. And it's him 100%.
I would say, I mean, that area where I pointed you was, yeah, right around there was where they were digging. But again, Sara made a comment about, he was buried in Carson's yard. So if that dog is hitting human scent around that area, I mean, I would honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if Sara was scandalous and went and reburied him.
And then after that happened, he would say things like, I don't know who this Brandon is, even though I've been tempted to, what did he say? I've been tempted to just go with it.
Just because they were digging. I mean, that area where I pointed you was, yeah, right around there was where they were digging. But
the area where they were digging.
Again, Sara made a comment about, he was buried in Carson's yard. So if that dog is hitting human scent around that area, I mean, I would honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if Sara was scandalous and went and reburied him.
Yeah, he knows exactly what she did.
Just because
she did. I don't know if she has that capacity to do.
I don't know either. I don't know.
She's a big girl.
Yeah, she's not small.
But it takes a lot of physical
strength
to dig a hole like that up.
Yeah.
So I'm still going with your first comment.
Yeah.
That it's out there, over there.
I mean, the dog. It looks like the dog keeps hitting in the area of the house, that area where they're digging.
Yeah, the dog is definitely going back over to that corner. So, man, something in my eye. Hang on. I'm not getting any younger. Sorry.
You need a tissue for your issue?
No, I have a little.
Good one.
You know how you get sleep?
Yeah.
And all, and it hit my. Sorry about that. I apologize.
You haven't slept yet?
Buddy?
You haven't slept yet? You've been there all day, huh?
Oh, we've been here since last night.
Holy shit.
So, and here is the crawl space in your bathroom. Did they put him in this crawl space by chance?
I have no idea. I know that the only reason I ever opened it was to put that Savage box in there. What is that stuff in there?
Yeah, and the text message said, "I'm not Brandon, but Brandon's in some deep shit." And I said, "How do you know?" And he says, "I just think he is."
Huh? The what?
The stuff, the Visqueen they put on the bottom of houses.
Yeah. I mean, what if you put the dog down there and see if there's,
And I would agree that Brandon is in some deep shit.
They did.
Oh, did they?
Dogs didn't alert.
Yeah, I don't know what to say on that.
Could he be under there?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, I don't think so is different than
No, I don't. No, sorry. No. Where I saw them dig was outside where I pointed you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
any of this
Another funny thing about this is like the Cold Case Foundation, you know, when these guys don't get paid to do this.
stuff belong to Adrian? Your
No.
cats.
Hey, little bitty. Hey, little bit. Hey, baby girl. I'm sorry, baby girl.
There's one of your kitties.
I miss her.
How about that?
You miss her. Shut up.
So we get you can visit here at home.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We appreciate your help, no doubt. All right, bud. Well, we're gonna sign off here for a minute, and can we reach back out if needed?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they're good guys are going to be here, but
Yeah, I'll be here.
yeah, he said he'll be here.
Yep. So we'll reconnect, okay, bud? If we
Okay.
need it.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
But you're still saying stay to either the right
Or yeah,
of that mark that you
Yeah.
gave us.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't know that happened. My guess would be that it would probably be Brandon.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right.
We'll take it.
All right. Thank you.
Take D.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, wow. Pretty shocking stuff. And wow. It was at the one with Brandy. Here, let me see here. Let's see. We'll listen to this really quick.
Idaho's News Channel 7. This is the news at 4.
First at 4, body cam video uploaded to YouTube this week could provide more clues in the disappearance of Michael Vaughan. The then 5-year-old boy went missing in 2021 from his home in Fruitland, Idaho. And I want to bring in Abby Davis and Abby Wilt here with us following the story. We'll start with Abby Wilt. You're going to break down key points from that video in just a minute. But Abby Davis, you spoke with Michael's mom just a short time ago about this video, where it came from. What do we know?
Is this the one where they say that somebody contacted law enforcement
about this?
Right, well, Joe and Abby, Brandy Neal says she and a family friend leaked the 2-part video.
She's looking at the wrong camera.
It shows one of the 2 suspects in the case, or it shows one of the 4 suspects in the case, rather. Stacey Wondra, who was in jail at the time in Washington County, telling detectives Michael's body was in he and his wife's backyard. They lived just minutes away from the young boy. Brandy says they accidentally got the video last spring through an unrelated public records request. She asked the friend to file the request on her behalf. Brandy started uploading the video on her own YouTube yesterday. The family friend who runs the true crime
I told you guys. I'm
today. And we do know that one of those 4 suspects in the case has reached out to the Fruitland Police Department today after that footage was released.
I would assume it's Adrian or Brandon. Probably. I don't know. It's interesting, I'll tell you that. But I know, yeah, somebody's all puckered up. I'll tell you that right now. And I don't blame them. I would be worried. That's, I mean, drip. You know, that's one of those things. So I don't know. I hope, and we'll stay on this. You know, we're not going anywhere until this is. And you are encouraged to contact the district attorney of the Fruitland, Idaho, and ask what's going on. You know, that they, like I said, they're elected officials, and people in Fruitland that watch this, by the way, you have the right to vote in a district attorney who's actually tough on crime. I don't know if this man is or not. I know that he's got a crime in front of him that he has been promising to prosecute for some time. Still hasn't done it. For what reason? I don't know. But you have the right to vote him out and vote in somebody who's tough on crime. That's what we need. District attorneys are for the victims. Communicate with the victims and the families of the place that you promised to protect. And if you're not going to do it, then you should just go cut parking tickets somewhere. Find another job, but put in a prosecutor who's not scared to try a case. You got to try it. You got to try. I mean, is it really? Give me 1 second here, folks. Thank you guys for being here. And I appreciate it. Prayers to Brandy, your family, Michael. Prayers for softening of hearts for criminals that do bad things, that can try at least to return some sort of peace and closure. It's really just, yeah. Thank you for caring, and Brandy, Tyler, family, we're with you guys and praying for you guys every day. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for being here. Have a good night.
Support abortion.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Chunk chunk. Right. Right. Right.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?